coming for you, nigga.
Are you ready for the end of the year? Last episode, Happy New Year. This is the end of the season. Thanks for watching. Alright, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Psych. I'm your host, your booker, your commentator for the evening. No, wait, let's do this a little bit differently. This time, this has been one hell of a year. This has been one hell of a show. It's been 5 years running. 5 years running, that's right, and 41 episodes. We've done a phenomenal job, and we only got each season greenlit as it happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we'll get a season 6 for 2024, but let's go over the list of some things that happened here in 2023. And we can, we of course are gonna do the wrestling news. let me do it for you. Wrestling news. All right, and then we're gonna do a little bit of the weather, but we won't focus too much on the weather because you know what the fuck is going on out there already. All right, moving on. And what we were gonna do is a top 10 list or a 12 list, whatever, of everything that happened this year, but it's just all been politics, coups, war. It's been seizing of countries. It's been civil war, quite literally. And there's Hamas, Ukraine. I mean, it just the list is seriously endless, and we don't have time because this is the last episode. I repeat, the last episode of the year. So we're gonna fucking do this. You ready? First, let's run down Dynamite tonight because, of course, that's what we do. We don't do the other shows, just Dynamite. It's what was here at the start, and I fear it's what will be here when it ends. Anyway, let's go into the first match. It was the three-way, the triple threat between Jon Moxley, Swerve Strickland, and Jay White. And like before, Jon Moxley went over, but he didn't go over Swerve this time. But still, I'm starting to think either he's racist or he just hates any black champion. Like, he doesn't want, I don't know, it's like an AEW thing. They don't want any black wrestler to get a shot at the belt. I don't get it. I'm baffled. Y'all got all races of other calibers and shit, but no black AEW champion. No black person I think has ever gotten a shot at the belt, for that matter. But Swerve can be the first AEW champion, and it would be phenomenal. The first black AEW champion, and that would be absolutely phenomenal. Like, truly a milestone. WWE just doing that, a few years back with Kofi Kingston and Big E, and then they did it again with Bobby Lashley. That was excellence. Not to stray off topic here, but yeah, anyway, Jon Moxley went over, but that's not even the problem. I don't even know why I got into that. The thing is, we don't want to see Moxley go over anymore. Fuck him. Fuck the plumber. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, next, Renee Paquette did some kind of interview segment promo with Mariah May. That is that is how I feel. My God, just what a waste of time. Anyway, then we had Don Callis and his little family with Will Hobbs and Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher, from Aussie Open. They were all in the ring, and he showed them pictures which were actually all overtly racist as hell. I was shocked. Takeshita's was a samurai. He knows nothing about swords or swordsmanship or real combat, but whatever. He's just a Japanese wrestler. And then his picture with Will Hobbs, he had on a bandana and he was throwing up a West Side. I'm like, all right, whatever. And let's see, Kyle Fletcher's wasn't even racist. It was just stupid. Because Kyle Fletcher is Australian, so it was him and Don Callis beating up kangaroos in the picture. I don't I don't. Whatever, man. I just, God, it's terrible. It's just, and then, so things break down. Sammy Guevara makes his return, I guess, whatever, and Don Callis actually has a picture for him, but he didn't know he was going to be there, but he has a picture for him. But he didn't know he was going to be there, but he has a picture for him. Anyway, they take the cover off of that picture, and it's Sammy Guevara holding his newborn child with the rest of the group all around them, and they're, you know, it's all light and heavenly. And then Sammy Guevara, just real quick, without letting it marinate for a second like you're supposed to in a promo or a segment, he goes, "Who the hell told you to put my baby on that picture?" First of all, that's what you're mad about? He starts out talking about the fact that nobody called him while he was out and injured and on maternity leave for his newborn child. And I'm like, okay, so Don Callis says, you want to shoot on me? Fine. The fact is, I'm disappointed that you didn't come to work for all of that. And at least that's what the summary of it was. You didn't come to work because you were having a baby and you were injured. I'm disappointed in you. Anyway, they all jump Sammy because he hits Don Callis, of course. And then Chris Jericho, like, oh my God. If I wanted somebody to save me, oh my God, I don't think I would ever pick Chris Jericho in any situation. Not if it came to shooting a firearm or holding any kind of weaponry. I wouldn't want him next to me in a foxhole. I wouldn't want him out there in the street with me where we were at with me and my little friends when we were younger and doing B&Es and drive-by shootings. I wouldn't want Chris Jericho to be the person who's supposed to save me. I mean, what? And then he comes out with his little bat and he hits a few people, and then I think he gets jumped too. And then the lights go out, and of course it's Darby Allin and Sting, and they make the save, and I guess we're gonna do a four-way. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Anyway, we go on to Bryan Danielson versus Eddie Kingston for the final of the Blue League Continental, Intercontinental, Interim, International, Super Duper Title Belt Championship Tournament. And Eddie won. Finally, he beat Bryan Danielson. I mean, Tony Khan's booking is shit. He should know how to book a show, but he doesn't, despite the fact that they've been doing this just as long as I've had my show, right? And it just, I don't know. The match is good. I just hate that stupid standing there slapping the fuck out of each other. It clearly hurts. It clearly, you know, has some pain to it. So why are we just doing this, and the suspension of disbelief is just out the window? Because what am I supposed to believe in or not believe in? Because this is all just stupid, you know? But they did have a good back and forth. It was nice to see Eddie Kingston get the pinfall finally over Bryan Danielson, and he did it with a power bomb and a stack. That was wrestling, you know, at least that part of it. So then Jon Moxley decides to come out. He decides to come out and cut a promo on Eddie Kingston and tell Eddie, you better bring everything that you got, because I'm gonna beat your ass and rip you apart. And then Eddie cuts him off, grabs a microphone like, fuck this shooting shit, you're not gonna shoot on me, in a promo after a match. Says, nah, you're not gonna treat me like your young boy, bitch. I'm not Yuta, this, that, and the third, and on Saturday I'm gonna beat your ass at the pay-per-view, blah blah blah. All basic conjecture and exposition, whatever, for sight of exposition. I don't know, whatever, fuck it. Moving on. God, we had this segment in the back where Christian Cage is supposed to sit down and do an interview with Edge, Adam Copeland, and he has Nick Wayne and Shayna Wayne, you know, Nick Wayne's mother, and he calls her Mother Wayne or something like that. I don't know what it was he called her, but it was just absolutely ridiculous. We're gonna pause and figure it out. Okay, all right. I was going to just play it. I was just going to say it, but now I'm going to play it. You guys got to hear this dumb shit. All right. And this has got to be Tony Khan's booking. Again, it has to be. So I'm gonna play this for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Nick Wayne, Shayna Wayne, the TNT champion, the patriarch.
First of all, it's Mother Wayne and the prodigy Nick Wayne. I've been sitting here all night waiting for Adam Cole.
And then, so what happens next? And I know I'm not gonna play more because I don't want to get copyright or whatever. Sorry if I'm tapping on the mic. Edge comes out of nowhere and attacks Nick Wayne, and Nick Wayne jumps, and then they proceed to do this fucking 1 mile per hour chase down the hallway where Edge is trying to chase. His spear can't be shit anymore. I mean, honestly, if that's the way that he really runs. He was saying all this shit that he felt he was rejuvenated and whatnot after that bike ride so many years ago with Sheamus. How rejuvenated could you possibly be if you can't even chase this motherfucker down the hallway? Now, Tony Khan seems to think that if you've been in the wrestling business for years and you're a legend, that it grants you super strength. And of course, you know, he got this from WWE, but that's not a good trait. It's something so stupid and phony and fake and hokey and corny. It's just, it sucks. And these guys are supposed to go to school for this, like I was talking about with my brother, the last guest that I had on the show last week, if you will. These guys are supposed to go to school for this so that they know how to throw these punches. These punches that Edge is laying down, that Adam Copeland is laying down. I mean, they look garbage. They're horrible. And then I'm like, the 16 to 18 AEW employees couldn't stop these two scrawny motherfuckers that I could legitimately beat in a fight 2-on-1. I shit you not. I could beat them in a fight 2-on-1. Yes, I have 25 years of self-defense experience, but I shouldn't be able to do that to two professional wrestlers, let alone one. Do you understand? Can you comprehend what I'm saying when I say this? Tony Khan, please hire me to fix your product. Pay me what you pay them, and I will fix your product. You don't even have to pay me what you pay them. Oh my God, you could pay me fucking $200,000 and we're square, and I will fix your product for the rest of its existence. Anyway, Chris Statlander takes on Sky Blue, or Sky Black, now they're trying to call her, and I just think that's the dumbest shit ever. It's frustrating, I'm sorry. And and Chris Statlander's not the TBS champion anymore, remember that. It's Julia Hart now. Nothing wrong with that, just whatever. So they have a match, and then Julia comes out, uses the belt on Statlander, cheats or helps Sky Blue cheat to win, and she wins the match. That's that. Sky Blue and Julia Hart book it, get out of there, get out of Dodge. And then let's see what happens next. Oh yeah, somebody comes to the ring to save Statlander. It's my girl, your girl, the most beautiful woman in AEW, the best, the greatest, the phenomenal Willow Nightingale. Oh my God, I love her so much. And her music plays, you know, and I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. And then, you know, she gets in the ring, and then the segment falls flat. And then Abaddon comes out and stops Julia Hart and Sky Blue, Black, Green, Red from walking up the ramp. And they, you know, got to go off to the side of the ramp there, which I thought we were done with the ramps in wrestling. I thought straight walkways or straightaways, I thought that would suffice, but I guess whatever. Tony Khan's trying to shell out for a more expensive product. Anyway, we get to the main event. MJF and Samoa Joe versus the Devils. Oh my God, this is just why I said it. I called it. I said it. What happened? Samoa Joe was the Devil. Spoilers, big spoilers. If you don't know, Samoa Joe is now the Devil. He grabbed MJF by the end of this and said, I did this to you, Max. They don't even have the match. Samoa Joe's been attacked backstage when the entrance is being done for MJF and then Joe's music plays. When his music plays, he doesn't come out, and that's when it cuts to the screen showing him injured, screaming and whatnot in the back with the fakest yell I've ever heard. And I'm like, all right, I know exactly what's happening. Then the two in the ring proceed to cheat and screw MJF over for those tag team titles. Boom, they're gone. They're off of him. Fucking finally, the god-awful curse of the the Ring of Honor tag team titles are finally, it's gone. It's lifted. It's off of Max's shoulders. The hex is gone, but now he's got Samoa Joe on his back. Anyway, whilst protecting MJF, or at least seemingly protecting MJF, he attacks him after they see some video footage pop up on the screen at the end of the match. Pleasure doing business with you. And that's Joe's catchphrase, if anybody doesn't know. It's one of his catchphrases. He says it all the time. Pleasure doing business with you. He said it before. He said it in WWE. It's a callback thing. Anybody can get it or guess it or understand. Anyway, point being, he swings the chair, hits MJF in the back after tilting his head to the side because he's the devil. Ooh, spooky, all that, so... And then he holds MJF up in the corner by the throat, says, I did this to you, Max. And then he hits him with the muscle buster. And that's the end of the segment. We never get to see who the guys under the masks were, which I'm much more interested in that now. I don't care who the devil is because now we know. Just another example of Tony Khan not knowing when to pull the trigger and when not to pull the trigger. But what the fuck ever. He should have done this at the pay-per-view. So we're moving on from the wrestling news. What If so far has been great. It's just great. What If Season 2, Marvel, yes. Disney Plus, check it out. Pick it up. Do what you gotta do. Pay that tab. Pay that fee. Check out that content. It's fire. It's animated, but it's fire. It's better than the first season. It's better animated than the first season as well. It's computer animation, so, you gotta cross your fingers for that one. Now, let's get into the Loki Season 2, I believe it is. That, of course, like I said, was great. However, I feel it's being overshadowed, by the Season 2 of Invincible. Season 2 of Invincible has been phenomenal. It's great to see that evil version of Invincible when we start the season. Snapping Adam Eve's neck and paralyzing her and saying that he was practicing that on a bunch of people and couldn't quite get it right. So that means he just snapped a bunch of people's necks and murdered them, just Invincible being invincible. And he was truly terrifying. You think his daddy's scary. No, this nigga was terrifying then. Anyway, we're going to keep promoting things here. As this episode airs, I don't know. I think that this episode drops before the album or after the album, if you haven't heard. But today is the day. Black Past album, The Past Is No More mixtape, and Sorry I'm Late EP are released today. Thank you for listening and thanks for watching. We getting it popping for the end of the year, And then I'm going to be streaming some stuff as far as wrestling on Sunday. It'll really be the end of the year, and that'll be the gaming content we go out on, and we'll go out on Tsushima Sundays, but I'll be doing some wrestling stuff. I'll do some kind of so-called pay-per-view. Maybe I'll create an arena on 2K23. Maybe I'll do it on AEW Fight Forever. Maybe I'll do both. I don't know, but I'm gonna go live streaming my gaming bullshit on Sunday. So get down with that. I believe it's Sunday. Let's just check the calendar really quick and get down with this shit. Make sure you can get down with this. Yes, Sunday is the 31st, motherfucker. It's the new fucking year. It's New Year's Eve. So I want you people to get down with this. I want you to love yourselves. I want you to look in the mirror and tell yourselves that you don't just have the confidence of a bull. You aren't just one-track minded like a rhino. You are as tough and you are as strong as one. Your dedication knows no bounds, knows no limits, because the means you will go to succeed at what you want to do, well, they have no ceiling. Did you like that? Oh, yeah, I know. I hope you can rock with that. Anyway, Black Past album, The Past Is No More mixtape, okay? And Sorry I'm Late EP. You know, they're all connected. Everything's connected. I don't have to get into that. And this has been 5 years of my show, Psychs World. Thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the views. Thanks for the support. I want you to check out everything you can on the channel right now. As you've seen at the beginning of the show here, you see on the last few episodes, we have a new intro for the show. You can check out the intro by itself right now on the District 9 channel. You know, and then go over to Black Past Games channel just to check out some newer content if you want. Check out Black Past Alternate Division. We're about to start dropping music back on that channel next year, 2024. Expect the first new track. Now understand, all of the singles and everything from these albums are going to be releasing throughout January and February. But expect the first new track from me. And possibly a feature, my friends, from me in 2024 in March. Okay, March 2024 is going to be the first new album after all of this shit that you've heard today. Thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, hit the noti bell, and hey, while you're at it, leave a comment. We like that, and we are out, nigga. Happy New Year, bitch.